Good afternoon, traders. This is Sihlengema from QuickTrade. Welcome, everyone. Please indicate if you can hear me by shooting me that short message. Chats one, Dirk. Yep. Okay, Dirk. Thank you so much, big guy. Yaku. Yaku, I think, is joining us for the first time. Rech is the third or fourth time. Dirk, Karabu. Okay, perfect. Guys, we're going to be going through our stuff here. Oh, Joe, welcome. We're going to be going through some trade ideas here or some currency pairs that we are currently looking at, and we'll check what the market is likely to do. Yesterday we spoke about the S&P 500. I don't know if any of you that were there in the room still remember what we said about the S&P. We said around 2,600 and was it 2,600? No, 2,700. No, let me get the chart, guys. Sorry, I can't remember. Let me get the chart. Waiting for my chart to come up. Yeah, it's taking forever to load. But we said, I think it was around 2,719, 2,780. Was it? I think it was around this area here, 2,687, 2,690, that area. We said that we were thinking of going short the US 500 because I mean it was actually looking vulnerable, and well, I mean it came down later after we had finished our session at about 3 in the afternoon when the session kicked off. The index actually came off very hard, and we're still trading at the lows as we speak. So we want to wait and see what happens there. It looks like the U.S. markets are quite vulnerable. If the yields in the States keep on improving, there's a good chance that we could see the US 500 or the S&P 500 actually coming off. But yeah, I think it's still early days. So it's important that we keep an eye on that one to understand what the overall picture is, because I mean that's very useful in trading. You need to understand what the other markets are doing so that you can make an informed decision. Yaku and I think it's Yaku alone. Yeah, Yaku, I think, is joining us for the first time today. The other guys have been with us, so they have an idea of what we are looking at when we come here. Guys, is there anyone I mean, who wants to come forward and brag maybe for the profits or the trades, or the trade or trades that he's done right, maybe over the past day or so? Is there anyone? Or anyone who's done some analysis and those analysis actually came to fruition and they made some money. Morning, Garamo. Hi, Flo. Flo wants me to analyze ITU. Guys, I want you guys to come forward and tell me that I've analyzed A, B, C, and D, and this is what I'm seeing. Please double check it and tell me if what I'm seeing is true. How are you guys gonna get some, I mean, experience if you don't want to do that? You want me to do all the heavy lifting while you guys are just watching. Okay, it's fine. We'll have a look at your ITU there, Joe. Okay, the monthly time frame is still saying that we're supposed to be shorting this one. But let us see if we can get in. Okay. Okay. Let's try the weekly. This one is not so clear. Guys, I must say this one is very difficult to analyze technically. It's very difficult. Let me go back a couple of years. Okay. Okay, guys. Into ITU around 33, bucks. We have a bit of support. As you can see here at the bottom, we had those. I mean, two bottoms. It was actually more like a double top. Sorry, double bottom, and the market is now trying to make its way up to that 3570 or 36 levels. We may still get to 36 on this one. Yeah, the other area I'm looking at 3778 or 38. Around there, I think that's where we can look to maybe, I mean, close our long positions if you want to be long. But I mean, in my view, this is actually uh, a very, very, very aggressive trade because I mean, if you look at your monthly is saying short. It hasn't given us any reason to go in and take a long here. So for that reason, I wouldn't really want to go in and take a long on ITU or Into. I think Into has been under a lot of selling pressure since early 2016, and things haven't changed since then. So, I mean, for those of you that want to actually be aggressive, maybe you can do it. But I mean, I'm looking at maybe shorting those bounces maybe towards 37. 37.50, 38, around there. I think those bounces are shortable so far. If we get a bounce from where we are, maybe to 37, 38, you can actually go in and look to short Into or ITU down to 33. I think doing that maybe is better than trying to pick the bottoms here. You can actually pick the bottoms if you know how to, but it's very difficult. There's a good chance that maybe this thing could still go lower unless we get some real change in the stock and things start improving. For now, I don't think that things are good. Okay, Joe, are you okay with that one, my brother? That's my take on ITU. ITU looks supported around 33 for now. First layer of resistance at 35.70 to 36, and next area of resistance that I like is 37.50. That's where I would actually look to take a shot on into if I get a signal giving me a sell. Okay, NZD AUD, Dirk, NZD AUD, do I have that one? NZD AUD, let me check. Oh, it's AUD NZD, AUD NZD, yeah, got it. That's the NZD and AUD. No, AUD NZD. AUD is the base currency. NZD is the code currency there. We are trading nicely above our moving average here, and the first cross and close above was on the 13th of the current month, April. We are above that moving average there, and the price has been moving up nicely. Currently, it looks like there could be a little bit of resistance nearby. I mean, where we are currently, the market could actually get a little bit of resistance from sellers around the levels where it's currently trading. Let's have a look at a longer term picture on this one. Let's check what's going on here. Okay. Okay. Uh, yeah, the AUD Australian dollar has been weakening across. Well, I mean, can I say across the board? It's been weakening against a lot of other currencies. So right now, it looks like there is a little bit of resistance there on well, I mean against the sorry, I mean the New Zealand dollar, it's strengthened. Sorry, because I mean the New Zealand dollar has actually been weakening a lot lately. Even if you check it against the US dollar, the move that we've seen there over the past couple of days is amazing. For those guys that were short the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar, they've actually made a lot of money. In fact, even if they were just short the US dollar, maybe even against the AUD, I think they made a lot of money there. At 1.07, I think there's a little bit of resistance there on on the Australian and New Zealand dollar. I think we need to keep an eye out for that area, see what the market does around 1.07. If we fail to break above 1.07, there's a good chance that we could see the stock maybe coming back down to 1.066. If we do break through above that area of 1.07, we could actually make our way towards that area of 1.077. I think 1.077 is another option if we manage to break above 107 convincingly. If we fail to do that, we may see the stock pulling back a bit, but that won't mean that that's the end of the New Zealand dollar weakness. The New Zealand dollar, in my view, I think is still going to weaken going forward. That's actually my take on the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We have to keep an eye out for that 1.07 area. If we get a break above that, then we should we may actually go in and initiate some longs, targeting 1.077. If we get a pullback, the pullback will take us back down to 1.066. Uh, Who gave me that? Was Derek? Okay, Derek, are you happy with that? Is there any follow-up question? Is there anything that's confusing you about the picture that I've just shown you there? Oh, okay. You're okay. Forgive. Okay, no, it's fine. NZUSD is okay. Okay. You also want to have a look at the NZUSD? Okay, it's fine. We'll have a look at that also. It's not an issue. Okay, let's see. This is our picture on the NZDUSD. We spoke about this one around the 4th of March. We saw a signal there when it bounced off that resistance that it was likely to come off, and it has indeed declined a lot. And today we are down 0.31. Yesterday we sent out a trade idea to go short NZDUSD. I mean, our stop was very tight there. Our stop was very tight. Our stop was hit, and the market came down. Today we are down 0.31 percent, which is good. So for those people that maybe had adjusted their stops and had it according to their own analysis, maybe a little bit higher than ours, those guys are actually still enjoying some profits on this one. We said our target was 0.706. 0.706. We haven't reached 0.76 yet. We're waiting for the market to maybe when the US session starts at about 3:30. That's when we're really gonna see maybe some action taking place here. Maybe we may hit our target today. If not today, maybe we could hit the target tomorrow. But I see, I mean, a lot of guys who are looking at the NZD USD, they are looking at that level of zero point 0.7. They think that AUD NZD is going to come down to 0.7. And I think it's going to come down to 0.7. But I mean, my target is this solid blue line here at 0.69845 or 0.69800. That's where I think NZD USD is likely to come down to. If we take that area out of 0.698, we may actually see this thing coming. Oh, this currency pair actually coming down to 0.688, 0.688, and maybe finally to our line here at the bottom. That line is 0.678, 0.678. That's where this currency pair may come down to. I think it's still going to drop a bit. I think it's going to drop a bit because I mean, for those people that like using maybe head and shoulders pattern, some of them were looking at this thinking that this is the shoulder, the left shoulder, this is the head, this is the left shoulder. But I mean, that move has been um, invalidated here, so it's not part of the picture anymore. So NZD expect to see some more shots coming in and pushing the stock lower. I do not think that NZD is going to improve anytime soon. I think it's going to remain under a bit of pressure for quite some time. Okay, okay, guys. Is there any other stock that you want us to look at? I understand that. Okay, Noltando. Haven't seen you in a while. I think I last saw you like once or twice last week. And Rika is new, I know. Skepers, I know he's also new. Guys, who has anything that you need us to check? Before you give me anything, let us look at the gold price. We looked at it a couple of days ago. Let me do this. Let me remove these lines. Don't actually need. Okay, as we can all see here, the gold price is trading in a range. The US dollar has been strengthening. Has been weak. The US dollar has been strengthening, and gold and all the other currencies that go in the opposite direction to that of the gold. The US dollar price. They have suffered a bit. They've taken some losses, and right now we are stuck between, I would say, between 132 and 124. 132 and 124. If we get any close below 125 or 124, a daily close below 124, 125 on gold, we could see gold coming down to test 1,320, break below 1,320, come down to 1,310, 1,300 levels. So for those of you that could want to maybe short the gold price, maybe they can look to short the gold price when it goes up to 1,332, 1,331. around those levels. I think if you go in and take a shot, there's a good chance that you could make some money from 1,330 coming back down to 1,310, which is your first area of support. We could actually breach that area in a form of a spike, but I mean, I'm not banking on that. I think 1,310 is the best area there if you are looking at going in against the gold price. I think you could actually make money going down there. I don't know if any one of you had a look at it, but I think it's coming down here from 1,310. That's where I expect to see some sellers coming back in, uh, trying to push the price up. But I mean, it's still early days. We just need to wait and watch what happens. You know, no one knows exactly what's going to happen from here, but I believe we're going to see the gold weakening a bit because it's been under a bit of pressure over the past couple of days. Okay, let's look at the US 500, the S&P 500. We looked at it, but I mean we did not. Sorry, these are my horizontal lines that I've drawn on this one. It went up to yesterday. We went up to hit this line here around 2,688.47. The market hit that area. It closed below its moving average. It came down. It took out some minor support levels like 2,660, 2,650, and we stopped around 2,622 or 2,620. The market bounced off there, and now we are coming right back down to that area again. If we break 2,620, I think it's possible that we could see okay, we could see 2,590, 2,580 there. I think those are the levels that we can see, and that's where I expect to see buyers coming back in and starting to buy the US 500. For now, I think the US 500 is being sold off. I don't know how long it will last, but I expect those levels that I've just mentioned, 2,590, 2,580. I expect those levels to hold the price up very nicely, and from there, see buyers step in and push the price higher. Okay, push the price higher. Okay, let's look at the top 40. Mm, okay. Okay. The South African top 40 looked like it was supported very nicely just above 51,200 and 1,244, 51, sorry, 51,244 or 51,200 until we had this break below this morning. Currently, we're trading below that same support I'm talking about, and that support currently is acting as our resistance. Even if the price tries very hard to go up, as long as we are still below 51,254, we could see the Aussie top or the top 40 or the Aussie coming a bit lower. I'm not happy about the picture that I see there. I think we're going to have the The top 40 coming down to, okay, where are we right now? Right now we're on 50,800. I think we need to come down to 50,600. Any break below 50,600 should take us down back to the 48,800 levels. I think that's where we'll go on the top 40 if we break below that 50,600 today or close below the moving average. I think we're going to see a bit of a sell off over the next couple of days. The other thing is that we are not, South Africa, we are not in on Friday. Friday we are not working, so we'll only come back on. I think we'll only come back on Monday, and Tuesday again we're not working. So it's going to be very difficult for the traders to trade our market. We could see our market sell off massively, maybe on Thursday, which is what, tomorrow. We could see our market selling off massively tomorrow because of the long weekend. Friday we're not working. Monday we're coming back. We're working. Tuesday we're not working. So for that reason, our market could be sold off aggressively because people are not really happy about this market right now. They are very, very, very uncomfortable in this market. Okay. Okay. What else do we need to look at here? Let me check. Hart logged in using two devices there. Hart, what's happening? Noltando, please tell me, is there anything that you do not understand that you want me maybe to spend a bit more time on? Are you able to apply this when you are doing your own technical analysis, when you are doing your own practice at home? Reg, I'll ask you the same thing. Dirk, Gert, Klo, I'll ask you guys the same question. Where are the areas that really give you problems when it comes to your analysis of stocks? Where do you encounter issues? Because if you really do your own analysis at home and do your own practice, you should actually have areas where you say, hey, yeah, this is the area that gives me problems each time I try to analyze a stock. Or why am I not getting it right? Such questions, you know? Okay, Dirk, I see what you're saying there. You have an effect on the market. If you buy it, it goes down. If you sell it, it goes up. Yeah. Well, that's because of your analysis. Where is that? What causes that? I need you to look at stuff that's giving you problems, so that we can try and iron out that problem, so that you understand how to do proper analysis going forward that shouldn't give you issues. Uh, Trading says with the following, not enough margin. Okay, if it says that not enough margin, it means that most of your money is tied up maybe in a particular trade or a couple of trades. It could be that maybe some of those trades are losing you money because if your trade is losing money, it eats up your margin in a form of a loss because as long as your loss is ballooning, it means that some of your money is being held up in that particular stock. So, if you want to try and go into another trade, you may not be able to go into a trade as a result because most of your money is held up on a stock. So, if you get that and there's a position that you're not interested in anymore, you could just go in and sell that position. And from there, you should be able to use that the freed up cash to trade and go into a new position. You should be able to do that. I don't know if that answers your question there, Chloe. Not having enough margin means your money is tied up maybe on some stock or some stocks. and in most cases they would be losing money. Throwing every day from your trading account. Derek is saying my analysis helps. Yes, you should go back to 15-year charts first. I don't know if there's a question or you are telling me to do that, Derek. Please clarify that one for me, big guy. Oh, it's a compliment. Oh, okay. No, thank you. Thank you so much, Derek. As long as you guys are able to apply this in your own spare time when doing your own analysis, and start making money, because I mean it's all about making money after understanding the process. Because I mean the first thing is for you to understand the process, things that you have to go through first before you decide whether the trade is a buy or a sell. Once you've gone through all the steps and you've ticked all the boxes, you are happy, then you go in and start collecting that money. That's all that you need to do, really. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, no, that's true. That's true, Dirk. I mean, true technical analysis should actually be able to shed some light and show you exactly what's likely to happen next. I mean, of course, you can't be 100% certain of what's going to happen, but you should at least have some degree of understanding, and I mean, should have an idea. Okay, guys. So no questions. No Tando. So okay. Let me see. The new guy. Oh, the new guy is gone. Okay, the new guy's gone. I was just gonna go do some basics with the guy. But I mean, if you guys don't have any more questions, then I don't know. I'm waiting for you guys to ask me some questions and look at some stuff, because I mean, you should be doing your own analysis in your spare time and coming back to me with the issues. If you're not doing that, guys, it's going to be very difficult. We won't be able to make money. You're going to be like all these other guys who claim to have come in for training, but they still can't get this. They are losing money and they don't understand why they're losing money. They're losing money because I mean they're not getting their hands dirty. They're not exercising. Trading needs one to exercise. For you to have a strong mind, you need to exercise in a form of doing analysis, reading a bit, and connecting that to your technical analysis. Okay, let me see what you had to say there. I think the problem with me was reading the charts in a correct way. So, do you advise that when you check the simple moving average, you check few periods like 10, 20, 3 months? No, that's not the main thing. The main thing is maybe getting your monthly chart first. See where your key support and resistance levels are. Try and mark those levels. But when marking those levels, make sure that you make them maybe thicker, or you have them dotted so that you can tell that this level are got off the monthly time frame. From there, go to your daily. See if there are any levels that you can find there, mark them. Once you've done that, then maybe you can now look at your moving average. Do not use your moving average alone, because I mean the moving average, it does not move the market. The moving average follows the market. The main thing that you look at is the price action. All the indicators are a product of price action, so they are not really that important. They cannot really guide you or tell you ahead of time that this is what the market is likely to do. You need to do your thorough analysis in a form of understanding your maybe your trend lines, support, resistance. Once you've picked those, then you can go in and take a trade. There's a trade that we looked at this morning, and we think that there's a short brewing here. It's not been confirmed yet. Let's have a look at it. It's not been confirmed. That trade is the GBP AUD. GBP AUD. That is what we have there. We have something that's more like a triple top. We hit this area here. That was back in April, in March, end of March, on the 28th. We hit that area. We started coming down. We had some support here at the bottom as the price was moving higher. We went up there again. We hit that area. That was now on the 9th of April. We came down a bit. We went up again. We hit that area on the 17th of April. We came down again to our support area, and now we have that area again. We've just hit that area, and it looks like the price is coming off. There are sellers coming in and pushing the price lower. So I think that maybe if we close like this for the day, there's a good chance that maybe tomorrow we could see maybe the price declining a bit more, maybe for 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days, we could see maybe prices, coming down there, coming back down to this area. I'll give you the range. The range is 1.82133. That is the range, and 1.81800. So that's the range where the price is likely maybe to come down to. Let's have a look at let's look at the monthly. Let's look at the monthly first. So you see, if you take this trade, you must understand that you are doing you are doing an aggressive trade. It's an aggressive trade because I expect buyers to step in and push the price higher around 1.8200. Around 1.8200, I expect buyers to come in and start buying the British pound against the Australian dollar over the next coming days. So when maybe going in and taking a shot on that one, you must exercise caution. Make sure that you understand that the main direction is up. Okay. Well, the daily is just trading sideways. I think this is where the market is. Building up the base. The market is building up the base around this area here. As soon as it is done, we're going to see this market shooting up. Let's look at the hourly time frame, see what picture we get from that one. Okay, guys, that's the area we're talking about on the hourly chart. As you can see there, the price hit those three lines that we have there at the top. We had this nice bearish pin bar, reversal pin bar, and the next hour was negative. The market went down. It went below the moving average here, just below the other resistance line that we had, and at between 11 and 12 we were also down. So now we have this bar here that needs to continue declining for us to really confirm if this is a real decline in this market or not, or in the GBP AUD. I expect the price to come back down to this line here. I expect the market to come down to this line here at the bottom around 1.8200. I think 1.8. Let's do this. 1.82 is a little bit higher. If you're using the hourly, the price could actually even come down to 1.81800. But I'm trying very hard to be conservative here. I think you can only aim for 1.82. 1.82, I think that's where the price is likely to come down to if this decline really plays out like we are expecting here. So yeah, we may see this market coming down around these levels. I think that's where one maybe can go in and start buying the the pound against the Australian dollar. Another one that we looked at over the past couple of days, and don't know if I said this during the webinar, but we said the rand was likely to go up to 1245, and the high, yeah, we said, I think we said that on Monday. We said that on Monday, and the price on the rand right now is the high for the day on the rand is 1246. We went beyond 1245 a bit, but let's now have a look at the past hour or the previous hour. The past hour we closed at 1244. We closed at 1244, just below our 1245 horizontal resistance line there at the top. That horizontal line there marks our resistance on the rand, short-term resistance. This is not a major resistance on the rand. From that level there, 1245, if it's a big if the price fails to stay above 1245 comfortably, we may see it maybe pulling back down to maybe 12, maybe 1230 or 12. Well, let's say maybe 1238. 1238. From there, I think buyers are going to step in again and start pushing the rand down, because when the chart is doing this, when the rand is going up like this, it means that we are losing value. So if the rand if the dollar, sorry, starts strengthening, we could see maybe the rand weakening, going up to 1262 from these levels. So 1245 on the rand is very important. You must keep an eye on it. 1245. If you can get a daily close above 1245, I think over the next few days we're going to have the rand going back up to 1262, 1265 area there. I think that's what is likely to happen over the next couple of days. But you must keep an eye on the daily bar for a close above 1245. If you get one and there is a follow through, then the next level should be 1265 on the rand. That's if the US dollar continues to strengthen, and here in South Africa we don't get any positive news that could actually cause the rand to strengthen. Okay, sorry, I just want to mark this one here quickly. Okay, let's mark it. Yeah, that area, yeah. It looks like the rand should actually weaken a bit going forward. But yeah, we'll see. 1270, 1280, I think is the area where we could actually see the rand maybe starting to strengthen again. But for now, I think 1262 is going to come. Does anyone have a question, maybe with regards to the rand or with regards to anything? Is there any particular stock other than the ones that we've covered maybe over the past couple of days? Is there anything that you guys want us to have a look at? Noltando, no question. Chloe, no question. Erika, you're new. You should have more questions. I expect more questions from you. There are no clever or stupid questions here. Question is a question. If you have a question, please ask me. Hit me. I'll come back with an answer. If I have, if I don't have, I'll tell you that I'll go and do more research and come back to you with the right answer. Third question, Reg question, Derek question. If you guys have, you don't need to ask if you don't have any questions. You're welcome, Joe. Oh, perfect. Dirk, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Oh, Erika, you're saying that you are new, just trying to make sense of it all. Okay, it's fine. I'll try and make it simpler for you. I'll try and go through maybe one or two examples and show you how you read your market. I'm not really going to spend so much time showing you support and resistance levels because I mean, if like you said, you're new, so I don't want to bombard you with too much information. I just want to show you the basics that you should use maybe going forward to decide whether you whether you're going to be long in the game or not. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Sorry about that. So sorry about that, big guy. Okay, ma'am. Erika, I just want to show you how to decide whether you buy or sell the stock, and also show you maybe the different chart types that we have. We have candles, we have line charts, we have bar charts, and a few others. So I'll just show you one. Which company would you like me to have a look at for you, ma'am, or go through with you, ma'am? Which stock would you like me to look at? Please tell me so that I can have a look at it. Rika, you want me to have a look at SAP? Okay, please give me another one. We'll have a look at SAP, no problem, but please give me another one. Oh, Liberty Holdings. Okay, let's start with Liberty Holdings. We've done SAP for, I think it's LBH. The code is LBH. Liberty Holdings. Okay, let us remove this. Okay, let us go to. Okay. The monthly time frame, sorry, the time frame that I like using always when analyzing my charts is, well, I mean, the one that I use on my first step is the monthly time frame. I use the monthly time frame to analyze. So this is the monthly time frame. If you don't have the monthly time frame on your trading platform, this is what you do. You click there at the top where it says time. When you put your cursor there, it says use predefined aggregation types. So click on that and then come down to edit. When you come down to edit, you edit. And let's say you don't have a monthly time frame, you come to one of these dotted boxes with a plus sign in them. You click on that plus sign and you go look for your month. Click on month, and the value you leave it on 1, and you go apply. Okay, when you go here where it says style, this is where you find your different chart types on your screen. This is where you find them. You go to candles or you go to a line chart. So I switch between candles and a line chart. Candles, they help me to see the highs and the lows of the day on a chart, and to actually see how big the candle is. The size of the candle can also determine the amount of interest, or the interest that buyers or sellers have in that particular market. But to analyze, I use the line chart. I use the line chart. Why do I use the line chart? It's easier for me to pick up the turning points. Turning points like this. These turning points are very important. They always have a story to tell. So if you put your line hugging that turning point nicely there, you can actually get a lot out of it. So I use that to determine whether to buy or sell the market. But immediately after getting those turning points, using my horizontal lines, picking my bottoms and well, I mean, picking my support and resistance, I go back to my candles. These are called candlesticks. This is okay. I'll show you how to read this one. The red one, if you put your cursor on it, at the top there, it shows you percentage change. Percentage change on this day was 8.09. It was positive, so it means it opened from the bottom and closed up there. So the bottom of where the body of this candle begins is your open, and the end of the body is the close, and that small tip or tail at the top is your high for the day, and at the bottom below the body is your low. That's how you read it. If you don't understand, you can stop me. I'll go back and explain. I understand that the market that is making higher highs, that keeps on rising all the time, the people that are experienced in the market will tell you that that market is rising, and it's easy to see that. But I think it's not always easy. Sometimes you get confused. So for that reason, I use a moving average, or an indicator called a moving average. You right click on your screen, you go to indicators, and you go add indicator, and you go to moving average. The moving average you're looking for is a simple moving average. You click on the simple moving average, you say okay. The default period of simple moving average is always 1. You must change it to 10. Now we have 10. It's a 10 simple moving average on a monthly chart. So Erika, every time you see the chart, the chart or the price moving above your moving average supporting it, or going below your price, it means that that market is rising. If you see the price breaking down like we did here below your moving average, you must know that that market is showing some weakness. It's likely to come off over the next maybe a couple of months or so. So you can use that as an opportunity to sell. Like here, we broke above the moving average. That was in October 2017, and in November again, we were still above the moving average, and the price picked up. Okay, in December, we're up 5.71. In January, we're up 3.27. In Feb, we're up 3.74. March, well, we were down 7%, and currently we are up about 1.4%. So if the price is above, it means that the price is moving up. If the price is below your moving average, that red line, it means the price is likely to decline. But I mean, you do that on the monthly chart to determine which direction the market is taking or the market is likely to take going forward. That's what you look at. Erika, are you happy with that? Did you understand? What did you not understand? Can you try maybe and explain this back to me, maybe in 2 lines or something, if you understood anything there? I'm not only asking Erika, guys. Reg can also tell me what he thinks. Noltando, you can also give me an answer there and tell me what you think. I know that I'm still waiting for Erika to finish typing her message there. Okay, Noltando, Reg, do you guys have anything to say? If you do, please let me know. Okay. Okay, Erika, you're saying that you check the chart with a monthly range. The blue and the red things are called candles. Yes, they're called that. They show the market, well, I mean, the market movement. You can add a simple moving average to check if the market is rising or dropping. There's one part that you left out there. A market that is trading above the moving average, it means that it's rising, and the market that is trading below the simple moving average, that red line, it means that that market is dropping. That's what that means. I mean the use of that simple moving average. So that's what it means basically. So the stock that we are looking at, let's quickly have a look at it. Well, I've just drawn support and resistance levels here using the line chart. You don't need to understand that part now. You see, this market is moving up. So any any pullbacks or any pullbacks. Okay, let me just call them pullbacks. Any pullbacks to some reasonable support levels are to be bought. Like here, if you look at your daily time frame, this is your daily time frame. The market came down to this line here that we just drew here around 119. 119, they started buying the stock. The stock went up to that line 130, around 130. Well, I mean, a few times. Every time the price goes up there to that 130, people come in and sell the market. Around 125, 126. That's also a buy area, but it's in the middle of the range. You must know that if you go in there around 125, 126 buying Liberty, there is a chance that Liberty may still come down to 119, 120 before pushing higher. Each time it does that, it comes back down to 119, 120. But the overall trend on this one is up, it's positive. So over the next maybe couple of months, we may see the stock trading uh, around 136 because I mean that's the top of the range. The range is 119 and 136. That's what is happening here. It's been trading sideways for well, I mean for the first quarter of 2018. Since the beginning of 2018, we've been going sideways, so there isn't much movement happening here. But I mean, in my view, it's positive. Well, I mean, let's just do the monthly only. Let us not do the daily. This is Sanlam. Sanlam, Sanlam from 2012, it was above its moving average, so the price was rising. It was the good time to buy Sanlam. And here in 2015, it broke below the moving average. That was in May, end of May, and the price started going down. And in 2016 March, it started. It closed above the moving average, and the price started moving up. And right now, we are still above our moving average, although we've had a tough 2 months. The market has been declining, but as long as we don't close below this moving average here for the month of April, there is still hope. There is still hope for Sanlam to continue rising. But I mean, right now, I wouldn't actually go in and buy Sanlam. I'd wait for like a proper bounce before I decide whether I'm buying Sanlam or not. It's coming down here, it's supported here. This area is good support. 78, 78, 77. That area is good support on Sanlam, but I mean it's been coming down, unfortunately. Let's check out what our daily time frame looks like. Mm, okay, you see, around this area here, it well, I mean, it came here, it bounced off, it's coming here now. It seems to be bouncing. I don't know if it's going to bounce around this level really. And I think maybe we're going to go back up to maybe 82, 82.50. But I mean, it's been under a lot of pressure, so I wouldn't really go in a rush and try to buy this one. We've spoken about this one a few times in our webinar sessions where we said that we do not really think that the stock is a great buy, but I mean around 77, 76 area, you may give it a try if you're an aggressive guy. Although the movement is up, it's good for those people that are going to be investing in this for a very long term. But for people that are trading on CFDs, timing is everything. It's important that you go in at the levels where the stock is likely to respond positively almost immediately without wasting a lot of your time. So that's what that's the picture that I'm getting on Sanlam. It has two conflicting pictures. The monthly is looking positive, although the price has been dropping over the past 2 months, coming down to test the moving average, and the daily has been on a sell signal since the beginning of was it even the beginning? Since the 13th, in the middle of March, it started giving us a sell signal, and the market on a daily time frame has been on a sell signal since then. So to go in and buy this one right now doesn't really make a lot of. Okay, did I look at? Do you? Oh, you said SAP, not Sanlam. Okay, I looked at. Okay, sorry. Let's quickly have a look at SAP before we wrap up. Okay, okay, sorry about that. Um, okay, SAP, SAP is well, I mean, went below its moving average on the monthly time frame end of December, and January we were down 6.5%. February we were down 7.74%. March down 2.67%, and month to date we are up 6.48. So this is another stock that you cannot really buy if you are still new in trading. You don't want to buy a stock like this, like SAP. You want to get stocks that are trading above their moving average, that are going up. But I'll show you why this one is really a buy. It's a buy because it's at some important support levels where it has just bounced off. Those turning points that I'm marking there are very important. I'm supposed to be doing another one there, but you're gonna end up having two lines. Excuse me. Okay. Our overhead resistance on Sanlam, oh, sorry, on SAP is around 81, 82. Around 82 there. We have some overhead resistance there. That's a monthly chart. Okay. 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 You see, the market came down to this support area. It hit this support and it started reversing. It gave us this nice bullish pin bar, which shows that there is some reversal happening around 74. And within the next 2 or 3 days, we had this nice big bar pushing up, giving us a 10% profit on the trade. It hit that area there, which I said is our resistance around 81, 82 area. In fact, it's 80. Well, I mean, let's call it 81, 83. 81, 83 area. There are sellers waiting to sell. There are sell orders waiting there to push the stock lower, and every time it gets to 83, sellers come in and push the price lower. So maybe we are going to trade in a range of 83 and 74 on this one. If we get a break above 83, a nice break above 83 and a follow through, then there's a good chance that we could actually uh, tick a bit higher on stock SAP. At the moment, this area is a problem. If this selling pressure persists, there's a good chance that we're going to see SAP coming back down to 74 again. Already we have this nice reversal, bearish reversal pull, pin bar here. the market is pushing the stock lower. If we close like this, there's a good chance that over the next couple of days, we're going to have SAP really dropping and coming back down maybe to 74 before we pick up again around those levels. Okay, guys, that's my take on SAP, and SAP is has been under a lot of pressure, so I wouldn't really expect it to take out 83 just like that, because I mean it has been trading below its monthly moving average, so there is some bearish bias there. So for that reason, I do not think that it's a great stock to have as a long. Around 83, I think people are going to come. I mean, sellers are going to come in and push this stock lower. I don't know. Are you guys happy with that? Do you have any follow-up questions? Lucky, you joined us very late, big guy. We're about to end our session. I'm just waiting for the guys to give me questions if they have any. If they don't have any questions, we're going to wrap up our session like right now. And tomorrow we're going to be there again. We start at 12 and we go on until about 1:30 if there are people asking questions. If people don't have questions, we end our session shortly after 1. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a great afternoon. Please go and practice whatever that you've learned here. Check what I've just shown you, see if it works. If it doesn't work, come back and tell me that it doesn't work. That's the only thing that I need from you guys. I need you to come back and challenge whatever decisions that we make on this trading platform, so that you guys can actually prosper and make good trading decisions and make some money. Okay, cool, Lucky. See you tomorrow, big guy. Thank you so much for your contribution, guys. We will meet again tomorrow. Thank you.